Hello, and welcome to tonight's stream. I'm quite excited because I did a big restock today. And so, start off, we've got a ton more Pokemon Go stuff because I was running really low. That problem has been solved. Additionally, I gotta update this because I restocked on Astral. So we have a whole bunch more Astral now. And then I actually got this one on the board already. We've got more Brilliant Stars as well. Super duper excited to actually have a good stock of all the most recent sets. I still am meaning to get some more Yu-Gi-Oh, but for sure tomorrow, Ghost from the Past 2, I will have more of that. And I don't know if I'm getting anything else tomorrow. We'll see how the day goes, but for sure I'll have more Ghost from the Past tomorrow. But for today, we've got a lot more Pokemon stuff, so it should be pretty great. I'm gonna go ahead and check orders real quick just to make sure if we've gotten any yet. I don't know what PayPal is doing. It is already being weird, but that's what PayPal does. Alright, I think we are good to vibe and get going. I also have this random code card. Looks like it's for a Pokemon Go Elite Trainer box, so I hope somebody enjoys that. Whoosh! Ooh, that actually got in the trash! First code card of the night. I made it in the trash. That was pretty great. I feel quite accomplished now. What a great way to start this stream. I think I'll also open a pack of Pokemon Go. I feel like, I've had pretty solid luck with this set overall, and honestly, I just really enjoy the cards in it. Even if there's not a ton of crazy big hits or anything. Whoosh! There's definitely just a lot of fun, cool stuff. Let's see. Oh no, the vStars counter is stuck to the spicy spot. Alright. There we go, we got our vStars counter, and I do not like this angle. There we go. Charmeleon. There's a Pupitar. Got War Turtle. Slowpoke. Bibarel, Spinarak, Pidove. We've got Rattata. There's a Larvitar Reverse, and a Zapdos for our first pack of the night. Where did I just put my sleeves? I had sleeves 2 minutes ago. And now I don't know where I put them. I guess I will just grab new sleeves. I was chaotically trying to quickly clean up my desk before I got started, or at least this part of my desk. The other areas but are off camera are just complete chaos right now. But that's kind of just the entire state of my room at the moment because I have way too many things that I am working on currently. So yeah, there's a lot that I need to get done. But until then, there will just be stuff everywhere. But that is alright, that's just how it be. This is a lot of really cool stuff, though. I mean, the majority of it is trading cards, so I say that is pretty quality stuff. Alrighty, just checking real quick for orders. Because if not, I might open a few more packs. I really shouldn't open that many tonight, but I feel like opening at least a couple. Because, of course, I've got Modern Masters. Yes, I do have a Discord. It is linked in the description, as well as all of my other social medias and random stuff like that. There's a lot of information in the description, but just scroll through and look for keywords for whatever you're looking for, and I'm sure you'll find it. Whoosh! Ah, that one was close to the trash, but not quite. So there we go. For to the front. Got a Water Energy. There's Ariados, Egg Incubator. Have Solrock. There's an Eevee. Got Meltan. Little Pikachu baby. I do not know what this. My light is just at a weird angle today. Alrighty, we got Pikachu, Squirtle, Spinarak, Wartortle Reverse, and a cute little Blissey. I don't typically have time to do voice chats It's been, like, literally probably almost a year since I last did a voice chat on Discord. I've never been, like, a huge, like, talking on the phone kind of person in general. And so, yeah, I not on there very often. I honestly feel kind of bad. Like, I know I've got, like, multiple notifications on Discord right now, but it's been a very busy day, and I am just way behind on answering, but maybe at some point I will catch up on all the notifications for Discord. But I also have a lot of TCG player stuff to do. And yeah, I'm very, very good at being very, very busy, which is what I enjoy, but it does kind of make it difficult to have time for extra things. Anyways, I'm opening another pack because... Here, how about this? This is the best I can offer. I can voice chat for $20 for 5 minutes. That is the best I can offer. Alright, next pack. We got an Energy, Chansey. There's a Solrock, Ariados, Raticate, Tranquil. See, there's Natu, Larvitar, Abibom Reverse, and ooh, it's a Dragonite! I love it. It's like one of my absolute favorite little babies from this set. I guess he's not really a little baby, but he's still cute. Some point this stream? What do you mean some point this stream? Why would I do a voice chat on Discord while I was streaming? It doesn't make sense. Y'all can already hear me, right? On the hustle. You know, I mean, time is money. Especially mine. My time is very, very valuable. I never have enough of it. So, if you want some, it's gotta be, you know, advantageous to me. Or have something to do with puppies. I like that too. I love when things have to do with puppies. I will give my time to puppies. Like, oh my goodness. Especially my puppies. I love them so much. They've just been the sweetest, like, little sleepy babies today. I took a couple pictures of Bean. I should show y'all, because, like, it was just so cute. So, first off, when I first came up to, like, eat lunch before going to work, she's just, like, sitting on the couch like that, and I don't even know. It's so funny. And then after I ate, I came back over, and she was just, like, had all of her little feet tucked underneath her and sleeping on this pillow, and it was so cute. YouTube pics. I honestly don't even remember what the price was, but I should be able to get an idea of what the price would be. I literally accidentally just typed YouTube into TCG Player, but I should be able to get an idea of what it would be on here, since we base most of our prices at work on, like, TCG Player low gold star seller for that condition. It's a minty Mewtwo. I would guess after tax around 80-ish, but yeah, I'd have to check for sure since it is, you know, I don't remember exactly, and it's not always exactly the same, plus tax is always fun. And that's just an estimate. But yeah, I'd guess around after tax a little over 80 maybe, but I'll have to check, because since I'll technically be purchasing it myself, I can't really be the employee to, like, price it out. I have to have, like, my manager take care of that, so that I'm not, like, you know, giving myself too good of a deal, even though it's actually for you. Bean! Yes, a Bean! I just love her so much. She's just a cute little silly baby. I love her. She was being so cute earlier. Izzy was actually being really cute too. I should show y'all some of the pictures with Izzy as well. So see, here's them earlier. They were both just sleeping in their bed. This is like under one of the tables in my mom's office. They're just being so sleepy. Oh, and then Bean also wanted to sit on my mom's lap and just sleep. She's just too cute. I love her like crazy. Both of my babies. Oh, and here's a picture from yesterday of Bean just being a cute baby. Contact on Friday. Sounds good. That works. Yeah, when finally we like moved our stuff back so I can actually like get to all of our cards. It's been nice because it was very annoying to just not be able to access a bunch of the store's cards. And so I was very happy to be able to get back over there today and pull out the Mewtwo and some other stuff, because a lot of our cards back there are different than the ones that we have like in the front area of the store. So when people are looking for certain things, like some of them will only be in the back. And so it was just super pain because I'd be like, well, it's probably back there. I just do not have the ability to walk through solid objects, so didn't quite, you know, work. But now I can get back there and get to the cards, and it's great. Alright, just gonna quickly glance if we got any orders. I don't think we have yet. I might open another pack. I shouldn't, but I don't know. I mean, I did pretty good with that last one. Got a Dragonite vStar. Absolutely love that card. Like, it's just amazing. Alrighty, there's a code. Whoosh. Nope, missed the trash. Alrighty, we got an Energy, Candela, Charmeleon. There's a Lore Module, Charmander, cute little Bidoof. Got Wimpod, Pidove, Magikarp. There's a Candela Reverse, and a Blastoise. Get my guy Blastoise into a sleeve. Nice. Kind of sad today, we sold our last of our Eevee pin boxes at work. And I'm like, well, I guess I will not be getting any more. And I mean, of course I got the Eevee boxes that, like, I need, but it's sad to see them gone, because I don't really know if there will be many more, like, printings of the Eevee box. It feels like one of those collection boxes that they might reprint it and we'll get more, and they also just might never print it again just because they feel like it. Because it would be like that sometimes. Seriously, such a fun box. I love the pins. I almost decided to wear my pin jacket today so I could put one of my new Eevee pins on it. But then I ended up not, because it's summertime and I really shouldn't be wearing jackets. Let's see. Lemonade. Okay, so I don't have lemonade, but I do have, let me grab. I have Sprite, which I mean technically is lemon lime flavored. But, yeah, I got that because I forgot to grab lemonade before I went to work today. I just straight up, like, forgot entirely. So that was that, and then when I got home I realized I actually, just whacked that over. When I got home I realized I actually only have, like, one bottle of lemonade left, so I had to add lemonade to our shopping list, so hopefully I will restock soon, because I literally only have one bottle left. That's probably because I just didn't notice I was almost out. And I think my mom, she literally went to the store, I think like on Saturday? Was it today? I don't know if she went today, but I know she for sure went on Saturday. But, yeah. Or maybe they were just out of stock or something. I don't know. Walmart be like that sometimes. Just not having the stuff that I need. Alright, well, there still aren't any orders, and I just really feel like opening more Pokemon Go's, so I'm gonna do that. Get that code card. Focus. Whoosh. Land on top of the ETB tower. Actually, it's kind of funny. It, like, reflected off of my hairspray bottle and then onto the top of the ETB tower. Alrighty, we got a vStar counter, lore module, Ariados, egg incubator, Eevee, Numel, Alolan Raticate, got Tranquil, Bulbasaur, Numel, not the Ditto though. Still have not seen a single Numel or Spinarak Ditto, and I don't know why. And a Sylveon, what a cutie. Mustard. $250? Is that for the draft or the collector booster? Because I mean, either way, that's an insane deal. Like, that set is so absurdly expensive, but $250 for either of the boxes is insane. Like, what did I pay? I think I paid $280 for my collector box, and oh, I don't know exactly what it was, but it seems like it was like $350 or something for my draft box. Draft, oh my goodness, that is like a seriously insanely good deal. Like, honestly, let me see what it's at on TCG Player right now for the Double Masters boxes. I haven't checked in a hot second. See, yeah, the draft boxes on TCG Player are going for about $350. Collector boosters going for about $275. So, $250. I'm kind of jealous because that is an insanely good deal. Like, that's a lot better than what I paid. Got 3 Dittos out of 100 packs. I think, so our first case of ETBs that we opened, which would have been 100 packs, I know I got myself 2 Dittos, and I think we pulled at least 3 or 4 for other people. So there was maybe like 5 or 6 in the first case of ETBs. But I bought a new case of ETBs today, so maybe there will be more Dittos. And maybe we'll actually get one that's not Bidoof. I don't really mind though, because I really love Bidoof. He's definitely my favorite of the ones that can secretly be Dittos, so like, it's not a problem. Alrighty, we got an energy, Xatu, got rare candy, Slowbro, Natu, Abipalm, Raticate, Larvitar, Rattata, got a Zapdos reverse rare, not bad, and a Blissey. Lots and lots of regular holos so far today. Let's just try one more. Maybe this one will be just a little bit spicier. Just maybe. Maybe I'll have like an Altart Mewtwo, and that'll be super epic. Or even like an Altart Conkeldurr would be pretty great, because I just like Altart. Alright, let's see what we can do. We're starting off with a lightning energy, and like, I cannot figure out what the issue is with my light today. But it's just driving me crazy. I don't know. Maybe like that? Oh, no. I don't know. Maybe my nails are just too long and I will not be able to avoid this shadow. We'll hold it like this. Maybe that would be better. We got Steelix, Candela, Charmeleon, Larvitar, Natu. There's an Abipalm, Slowpoke, Charmander, Tranquil Reverse, and Articuno. Man, this has been pretty brutal. All of the packs I've opened have been from the same ETB, so this ETB might just kind of be trash, because it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs, 1 vStar. That's it. This is an Australian currency, so I converted it. I mean, yeah, either way, definitely kind of a steal of a deal. Like, yeah, that's honestly a crazy good price. Quite jealous, not gonna lie. Alright, focus. There we go. Whoosh. Come on, I just want to get one more like hit out of this ETB. We got an energy, War Turtle, Pokestop, Steelix, Meltan, Squirtle, got Tranquil, Charmander. There's an Eevee, Ariados Reverse, Slacking V. Alright, that is slightly better than a regular holofoil. Slightly. But slightly is good enough. I'm content now. Well, I'm not like content. I wouldn't mind opening more. But at least I got one more hit. Honestly, I feel like this ETB's been so meh. I just, you know, I might as well just finish it. Just in case the spice was just waiting until the end. Maybe. Alright, we got an energy, Ivysaur, and Pheasant, Camerupt, Onyx. There is Eevee, Nummo, got Eradicate, Tranquil, Slowbro, and oh. Okay, that was a great decision. Good job, Zell. You have weird decision-making methods. But apparently this time they worked. Mew to V-Star Gold Secret Rare. Now I have the gold and the rainbow one. Why couldn't this happen with the Arceus? Like, bruh. That was the one I really wanted. This is like super cool. But I just wanted the Arceus Gold V-Star. Or the Samurott. I really like that Gold V-Star too. But like, wow. Kind of crazy. And you know, we gotta do the 10th and final pack, of course. At least I think this is the 10th and final pack. I'm gonna guess. John, that is a tempting offer, but I think I'm going to have to say no. Whoosh. Sweet, that one got in the trash. I like how this is going. How about we get a Radiant Zard for this one? Because I haven't pulled myself a Radiant Zard yet. Got Energy, Ariados, Charmeleon, Pupitar, Bibarel, Slowpoke. There's a Bidoof. Got Magikarp, Apom, Eevee Reverse, and a Snorlax. Honestly though, I am pretty content with my Mewtwo. I think this is still like a $40 to $50 card. Let me check. For some reason, I think the Rainbow Mewtwo is more expensive than the Gold, even though Gold, in my opinion, is generally better. Yes! I got a whole bunch more Astral and Brilliant Stars and Pokemon Go today. Huge restock, so yes, I now have a lot more stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's 50. Pretty spicy guy. I like low ball too hard, just a little bit, just a teeny bit. So ultimately, that was actually a fantastic ETB. Got my Dragonite, the Slacking that I do not care too much about, and super spicy Mewtwo. Now I think that means I pulled all of the best Mewtwo's from this set, like, so that's pretty great. Dominaria. I mean, once it gets closer to the time this set actually will release, that's one that I'll probably mostly just get from work. Because, like, regular sets generally... The thing with Modern Masters is it's just such an expensive set that I'm not going to be buying very many boxes total. So I just gotta figure out the best, most affordable that I can get for the, 2 or 3 boxes that I will open. Dominaria, though, as far as I'm aware, is going to be a lot more affordable of a set, so I won't have to worry as much about, not being able to afford them. I should be buying, like, a whole case of most of the types of booster boxes for Dominaria. Except for, of course, not a case of collector boxes. I mean, I guess just... Well, I don't know. I do know that they're doing jumpstart packs for it, which is weird. Oh no, now I got people that want my Mewtwo's. Let me see. I think I still have... Let me check. Let me check something real quick. Nope, not in there. Where did it go? What? I'm trying to figure out where I put the rainbow one, because I thought I put it over there somewhere, but maybe not. But yeah, I'm not too worried about these Mewtwo's. They're not my chase for this set. So, let me see. So, the gold one is going for 50 right now, so that's probably what I would, you know, go with unless multiple people want it and someone wants to offer anything higher. Otherwise, 50. And then, let me see about the rainbow one. Because I do have it, I just gotta figure out where I put it. Rainbow one looks like it is going for about like 56, I think, currently. 55. So, yeah, that looks like where that is. Now if I can just figure out where I put it. I'm trying to think, like, where did I put it? Give me 1 second, I'ma check. Aha! Got it. I found my top loader stuff from the set. Except Charizard doesn't even be in top loader anymore. Xatu definitely does though, because this is like the best card, of course. Yeah, there's those two Mewtwo's. Let me check something real quick. The centering. As far as I'm aware, there should be absolutely no whitening because these were like pulled by me and put directly into sleeves and top loaders. Yeah, that's looking pretty slick. The centering is actually pretty alright. It's not 100% perfect. I think it's slightly like slanted, just the teeniest bit. But like overall, like comparing the sides, it's pretty close to even. Front, it's a little bit tight on this side, but top and bottom look really good, and it's nothing too extreme in general. As for rainbow, once again, the back, it's looking slick, no whitening on there. And then the centering is actually like quite good. Wait a second, is that some whitening or is that just the top loader? Give me 1 moment to investigate this. Oh, there's just this teeniest little dot of whitening right there. That is the only imperfection though. Just a teeny little dot. Stick that back in its top loader. Yeah, so it looks like it's just got the one dot of whitening. Centering is looking really nice. Front centering, yeah, it's pretty fantastic looking, not gonna lie. So yeah, this one perfect with, I guess, other than the slight like slanting. This one perfect other than the single little teeny dot. Yeah, probably like 9.5. I mean, honestly, I feel like depending on what grading company, they could potentially get 10s, but yeah, it really just depend on where you graded it with those. Either way, definitely very nice looking spicy boys. But I would prefer the alt arts from this set over the secret rares, because honestly, there are not a ton of secret rares I care for, except for cards that come like exclusively in secret rares. Like, you know, how they did like the gold Snorlax. That was just a regular rare, or I don't actually remember if it was a regular rare or a holo rare. It's like the only version of it. Can you flick the whitening off? If I'm going to sell it, I would probably prefer not to mess with it and let them figure it out. But it didn't come off when I like slightly rubbed it, but whoever gets it, I will leave it up to them to decide what to, you know, do with that, but since, you know, it probably won't be mine for long, I don't want to mess with the condition of the card. Let's see. I'm gonna check orders real quick. I don't know that we've gotten any still. A little bit of a slow start tonight, but I mean, other than pulling the other spicy Mewtwo vStar, kinda some good stuff, not gonna lie. Though this is what I'm really happy about pulling, my Dragonite. It would be pretty cool to pull the Dragonite Secret Rare. I think it's only got a rainbow, no gold on the Dragonite. Let me double check though, because I'm honestly not even sure. Yeah, the Dragonite comes in rainbow and regular. Just the Mewtwo that's got a gold card. Then all the other golds are like the trainers and stuff. Ooh, I guess I still haven't pulled the Dragonite V full art. I guess I need to get that. That's the one Dragonite that I still need. Well, I mean, the rainbow one would be nice, but I like full arts more than most rainbows, so it's fine. I'm gonna take a quick drink of my Sprite. Yum. Just stick that back over there. Then, still not looking like orders, so we will just vibe. I'm trying to think of like what I've got that's interesting about today. But honestly, it was pretty chill. I mostly just was like at work. Things were quite quiet. Didn't have a ton of customers. I mean, even with the whitening, they would classify as near mint. So I personally would want to, you know, especially for the convenience of having both of them, I really would want to get, you know, the market price, what they're going for on TCG players. So that would be the 55 and 50, if I remember correctly. So it'd be like 105 for the two. I don't really want to negotiate on that right now because it's something that a lot of people want, and there are definitely some very spicy cards. No, Ghost I don't have today, but tomorrow I'll have Ghosts. But yeah, no, I didn't restock on any Yu-Gi-Oh stuff today, but I got Astral, Brilliant Stars, and a bunch more Pokemon Go. What packs are we opening? Mostly so far tonight we've just opened some Pokemon Go. Haven't gotten any orders, but maybe we'll be opening some more stuff soon, since I do have an entire booster box of both Astral and Brilliant, so lots of stuff. Definitely good stuff. But yeah, I pulled this tonight, which was lots of fun. This is my Mewtwo from the other day, though. It was just still there. Kind of weird to think that it's been almost a week now since we first started opening Pokemon Go, because it was last Wednesday was when I first got a bunch. So now I've got quite a lot. Open Astral. Astral Radiance is for whoever buys it. I do not need to open more Astral though, but it really is a fun set. I got one alt art from it, and I'm like, this is good for me. It would have been nice to get more of the alt arts, but I'm pretty content with my Sneasler. He's a groovy little guy. But yeah, so yeah, mostly today I just had work. It was very quiet because Tuesdays are like the slowest days generally, but tomorrow should be a lot busier since it is Commander Night. I'm excited to play. I really want to finish building one of my new decks, my Dragon deck, so I might try to do that after stream tonight. So I do kind of want to work on that, so I might end stream a little bit earlier so that I can, because I do have a lot of stuff I have to do. Ooh, I also have to work on getting some of my dice that I've been working on done, because I have some that I've been making for a friend that I should probably try to get done for tomorrow. Do you think the alt art Machamp? I mean, we have opened so many packs and have not gotten the Machamp. I feel like it is about time. Just considering the amount of boxes we've gone through without an alt art, like, I say the chances are decent that there is at least an alt art. Is it the Machamp? I certainly hope so, but, like, the chances, we've gotta be getting close to one. Making dice. Yes, I have. Let me actually grab some. I'll show you guys some of my favorite dice I've made. My little dice box that I bring every time I play Magic. It's full of dice. This is my favorite dice. It actually matches my current nails because the little charms that I use inside my dice, if it will focus. It doesn't really want to focus, but there's a bunch of little apple charms. They're actually charms that are made to use for like nail art, but they're also really nice for making dice. So I made dice and nails that match, and yeah, so that's my apple dice. I also have my orange dice. It's quite fun. This was the first dice I made, so it's kind of a mess, but it's pink. I also made this one. This one's pretty neato. You know, it's got like the opaque as well as the translucent part, which just makes it look super cool. This one just has random green in it, and that's it. But it's fun. And then I also have this one. It's just a plus and minus dice, but it reminds me of like the color of peaches. And then we got this one that looks like it's made of like stone. And then I also have, this one was one of my first ones, and it's kind of pretty messed up because, you know, I was still figuring stuff out, but at least the colors are really pretty. And it's also very pokey. Like, if you stepped on this, it legit would like impale your foot. It's pretty beautiful. It's pretty brutal. Yes, we actually had, I think, about 4 or 5 giveaways last night, mostly thanks to Blazer, so that was quite exciting. I also got this little silly green one, but yeah, I'm working on a set of dice to match my friend's magic deck that he's making. It's like a green-black deck, so I'm making a set of dice that's like green and black themed, and it's gonna look so cool. Let's see. Alright, let's refresh orders real quick. So if we have issues with somebody in my stream, I will take care of them, but because of previous issues with people with drama from other people's streams and channels, I typically don't base my administrative actions off of things that have happened in other places. Not to, you know, say that I don't believe you or any of that, but just to avoid previous issues that have been a mess to deal with. If someone's causing issues on my stream or saying things in my Discord server or whatever, I will definitely make sure to take care of it. They're made out of resin, so it starts out like as a liquid. I have 2 bottles. One's like the resin and one's the activator. You have to mix them up in like equal parts. And then I've got like little molds that I pour them into. I found that the best way to make them and like have like a good variety of like, you know, having all the little charms and whatnot in different places is doing layers. So, you know, you can kind of see the layers. I think the bottom layer was here. I just put a few little apples. Then the middle layer, I put a lot of like the foil stuff I use, as well as some apples. And then the final layer was right up here. There were a few more, a little bit more foil and apples. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I quite enjoy it. And I'm honestly, I love using them so much. It's really fun. Eventually I want to like get into selling sets of them. I'm still kind of just getting used to, you know, all of the different aspects of making them. But yeah, I very, very much am enjoying making dice. It's pretty neat. And I always really want to buy, like, whenever we get cool dice at work. So this is a great way. I can just make my own really cool dice whenever I want, because nice dice are really expensive, and starting to make them has made me realize why they're so expensive. It is such a messy, complicated, precise process, and it's super duper difficult to get them to come out like perfectly. And so yeah, it's been eye-opening. I now understand a lot more about why dice that are really nice are so expensive. I mean, a lot of them, I'm sure it's easier for like bigger companies that are like centered around making nice dice. It's probably a bit easier for them, but yeah, the amount of money that I've had to, you know, use to get all the supplies and like the little charms and things, and all the time, oh my goodness, it takes so much time. I've spent quite a few hours working on each dice that I make, but it really is fun. I quite enjoy it. I do intend to, you know, continue this hobby, do a lot with it. I always just want to do something new. Yeah, like I always say, I love to keep busy, and I love to create and find my own ways around, you know, like expensive stuff and whatnot. So I very, very much enjoy being able to do all kinds of different things. I mean, a couple weeks ago I was making shirts, and now I'm currently making dice, and just keeping busy, because that's what I love. I'm trying to think if I've done any other like crafty stuff lately, but crafting takes a lot of time, and I do not get as much, you know, time to work on that as I would like. When I was younger, I spent so much time drawing and sewing and making all kinds of different things, and I love it so much. It's a lot of fun, and it's fun to be able to customize things to be just exactly how I want them to be. You know, just like my plan with the world, up to, you know, take over the world. It's so I can customize it and use my skills and talents to make it fantastic. Of course, you know, molding the world to be exactly what I want it to be is gonna be a lot more work than, you know, say making a dice, but I feel like it's a decent metaphor. I do also like making metaphors. That is another thing that I create. But yeah, I very much have fun with my dice, and I like using them whenever I play Magic. And whenever people are like, whoa, that's a cool dice, I could just be like, thank you, I made it. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yup. It's great. It's lots of fun. And they're like so crisp. I still have issues like with air bubbles and stuff though. That's kind of really difficult. I'd have to get a lot of like more expensive supplies and tools to really like minimize the air bubbles, but with what I've got and can afford currently, I'm pretty proud of what I'm able to do. They're very pretty. It's kind of crazy to get Ultra Prism. I don't think my vintage guy has Ultra Prism right now, but that is another thing that I can potentially ask him about, see if maybe he just has some that he hasn't like mentioned selling. But I could try and get some, but it definitely would be fairly expensive. Do you have a yellow clear dice? I haven't made any yellow ones yet, but I could certainly make yellow ones because I have stuff that I can use to dye them yellow. Though, I mean, I don't know if you mean like yellow, like transparent yellow, or like yellow, or like a clear dice with yellow stuff inside. Sun and Moon packs. Yeah, they're not exactly the easiest thing to get a hold of right now. I don't think I have anything Sun and Moon on the board, actually. Yeah, because we sold out of Burning Shadows, huh? It's definitely difficult because it's so expensive, and half the time when I do get Sun and Moon era stuff, it just sits on the board and nobody buys it because, you know, it is expensive. But I might, if there's something that like multiple people are interested in, or if somebody's interested in buying an entire booster box of something, I certainly can look into that. I guess that's just kind of the problem. My only options with Sun and Moon stuff is basically to buy an entire booster box. Those things cost like an arm and a leg. But let me see if I've got an updated list of what booster boxes my vintage guy has. I guess he also has those like little dollar store packs, which I don't have to buy full booster boxes of, but yeah. I do want to also get some more evolutions from him, because he apparently still has some, and evolutions is pretty spicy. Alright, let's see. Those aren't Sun and Moon. Where is Sun and Moon? Hopefully he still has some Sun and Moon. So yeah, he still does have some Shining Legends, which I'm working on getting some, but it takes time. Oh, I guess I can get Burning Shadows, maybe? Oh no, those are the mini packs. So I can get dollar store packs of Burning Shadows. Let's see, Celestial Storm. He does still have Celestial Storm booster boxes. I'm not 100% sure exactly what the price would be, but let's see. It'd probably be like $13 or $14 a pack on Celestial Storm. I think like probably no, like 12.5 to 13 a pack on that. Anything else? Sun and Moon. It's got lots of spicy magic stuff, but I need to like stop buying 20 bajillion magic booster boxes. Wow, that is the only booster box from Sun and Moon that it looks like he's got right now. That's kind of rough. I need red and green 6-sided dice and yellow 12-sided. Or glow in the dark. The only glow in the dark that I have would have to be purple. But if you want purple glow in the dark dice, I can definitely do that. But yeah, I could do red and green. I just would want to know a little bit more specifics about what exactly you're looking for in them, but I could certainly work on making you a set. Let's see, maybe do you want to message me on Discord about it? Because that's probably what will be easiest for me. I know I'm behind on answering Discord notifications, but that way I will forget what you want if we just discuss it on stream. But if it's on Discord, I will leave the notification there until I have time to respond and work something out, and we can kind of figure out like how much you're looking for, what your budget is, what style you want the dice, what size you want the dice, because there are multiple sizes. I don't know what happened to all of my smaller D20s, but these are the jumbo D20s, which they take up a lot of resin to make them. But I can also make D20s that are more like this size. This isn't what I made. I don't know what happened to the D20 that I made that was small. But yeah, so there's like multiple different sizes. I've got like, for 6-sided dice, I've got this little teeny one or this bigger one. So, you know, the one with the dots or the one with the numbers on there. And I think I have 2 different sizes of D12s. I'm not 100% sure. I've got a lot of different molds. I do also have one mold that just has all the consonants from the alphabet. No vowels, just consonants. It might even be missing one, but yeah, random letter dice. It's kind of weird, but I do be having the mold for it. It's kind of too bad though, because it's also one of the big ones like this. Like, for fun, maybe I'd make one if the letter one, you know, was like smaller, but it's huge and takes up like several dollars worth of resin, you know? Resin is not cheap at all, and neither are the molds. Like, this is one of the worst things, especially if you want to make custom molds, which ultimately, if I ever really want to do this on a bigger scale, I'm going to have to need to make custom molds or get some more expensive molds, and that would literally, I'm not even exaggerating, cost about $100. Like, that's a lot of money just for the molds. And then the actual resin is not cheap either. But fortunately, the one thing that is cheap, the singular thing, is like the little charms. Those are not super expensive. Everything else though. But I guess that is how it goes when, you know, it's pretty fancy stuff. And it is pretty cool what you can do with it. I also, for a long time, I've been wanting to make like a Magic the Gathering Planeswalker, you know, ring. And so I don't really have any other ways that I could do that. So what I want to do is make my own, possibly using resin, or at least to make some kind of temporary one until I can either get one like professionally made, or I don't know, maybe I'll learn how to make like metal jewelry. That'd be kind of neat. I could learn how to like, I could learn some blacksmith skills. Like, how cool would that be? You know, making metal rings. That'd be kind of wild. How does the resin look like? I mean, it's just like clear goop. I guess that's probably the easiest way to describe it. Clear goop. And you just mix it up, you know, pour it into a mold, and then mix things into it. Though a lot of things will just, I found out the hard way with this first dice, things will sink to the bottom if you don't do layers. So those are there. Also figured out that it's fairly difficult to paint the numbers on here, so I have to like find a new super duper duper small brush to do that, because otherwise it gets super messy. But slowly but surely I am getting better and better at making super fancy dice. Hey, it was great seeing you, Edwin. Have a good one. But yeah, so always got a lot of things to do and lots of ideas for using my resin. I'm probably like halfway out now. I've used so much just for like my experimenting, but I'm really excited to, you know, see what I can do. I'm honestly so excited to get like all of my dice production stuff going and start doing like custom orders, and I want to try to possibly set up the website that I used to use for stream, but I haven't decided for sure if I want to do that or if I want to primarily market through like Instagram and use Venmo and PayPal for payment, because if I do payment through the website, there's so many stupid fees, because fees everywhere. Fees make me sad. Just have to say that. Custom made dice. I know, right? Like, how cool would that be? Like, yo, you know, I want a dice that, oh, I think one of the funniest ideas for dice I've heard is, you know, those little teeny like plastic babies that are just like, you know, they're pretty small. Like, they're just like little bitty plastic babies. They're all like shaped exactly the same, and people will buy like, you know, those packs that have like 1,000 of them and just do whatever the heck they want with them. Apparently somebody, I don't know if they said they got dice or they want dice, just like with those plastic babies inside. Like, just the most random things. But any kind of like little figures and whatever that I can get, I can put in dice. I want to do like some like rubber ducky dice. I think that'd be so cute. Ghost Red Dog Asian Girl. Maybe tomorrow, that's when I'll have more. I got a whole display of Ghosts from the Past 2 coming in tomorrow. I don't know if one display will be enough. I should have bought more, but you know, at some point I will get enough for us to pull all the spice. But yeah, I do have another display coming tomorrow for no! Unfortunately, I don't have it now, but I definitely will be streaming tomorrow once I get it. So there's that. But yeah, so custom dice. I can put basically anything in there. I mean, you know, I could even like probably put Eevee pin inside one of these bigger ones. I wouldn't do that though, because I don't have very many Eevee pins. But if I found like really small Pokemon like figures, I could dump them in there. That'd be so cool. You know what also kind of be really lit? It would be so hard to execute. But I want to make like a worm on a string dice. So, you know, like get my mold and the resin and then like coil up a worm on a string inside of it. I think the worm on the string would be too big, so I'd maybe have to like trim it a little bit smaller or find like mini worm on a strings. But I feel like that would be so much fun. Like, I don't know. I guess I could also put squishies. Ooh, I really want to try that now, because where are my squishies? See, I've got like my little squishies. I could probably fit a squishy in one of these dice. I probably want to go with like the smallest squishy I could find. Some of them are definitely bigger than others. I could also possibly use some of my like little eraser guys. Those would look really cool inside of dice. I can make a fall dice. Could just make like season dice for all the seasons. Pig dice? That would be pretty great. A live worm. I think I'll pass on that idea. Seahorse dice. See, it's great. You can literally put anything in them. Another thing I really want to do at some point, a dice in a dice. Oh no, I just dumped those on the floor. Whoops. But like, I could do, you know, like one of like the little smaller dice or a couple of them like this and put them into one of these bigger molds. So like, there's just a bunch of little baby dice inside of it. I think that would just be so cute and chaotic and great. So I want to do that now. Or I could even, you know, do one of the, like, not a huge difference, but imagine just having this, like, extra dice inside of it. It'd be so much fun! Or, like, I've got some of my, like, really cool, like, little Pokemon dice. Stick them in there. This is definitely would count as, like, have, like, a weighted dice, though, because these are heavy little metal dice, but as long as I use, you know, similar, like, light plastic type dice, I could put the dice in the dice. I really want to do that now. Like, I think it'd be so cool. I'm trying to, like, come up with other things that are small enough to put in the dice, like, that I already own, because I'm gonna end up spending so much money on weird little mini things. Like, all my little mini fruit. I've had so much fun with those. And, like, putting, like, glitter sparkle stuff. You can see there's a lot of sparkly glitter in there. But I want, like, little, you know, like, objects, like my fruit. But I don't know what else I have, like, that I already own. I guess I could make, like, little clay figurines. I do have some clay, like that oven bakeable clay, I think. I think it's at least the, like, oven bakeable type of clay. But I could make, like, little clay critters and stick them in my dice. Like, that would be pretty lit. I don't know what else, though. I could put Legos. I could put Legos inside of a dice. Oh, I love this idea. I could do a lot putting Legos in dice, because I have a lot of Legos. And I have enough, like, of certain types of Legos that putting some in a dice to live the rest of their eternity encased in resin wouldn't be, like, a huge loss. You know, think of, like, a Lego flowers dice with some of the cute little flowers in there. Or a Lego cat dice. I could put like a little Lego cat in the dice. I think that would be so delightful. Like, I love Legos. And there are a lot of really small Lego pieces that are super fun that you could put in dice. Or you could even just do like the little circular studs. You could put a bunch of those in the dice and have Lego dice. I guess I need this now. I need Lego dice, and I'm going to make them. Hey, it was great having you, John. Sleep well. So many ideas. I could just straight up put a bunch of like Lego heads in a dice. Skull dice. The only Lego skeletons that I can think of that I have is like I've got a couple like Minecraft skeleton Legos, but I wouldn't want to put those in a dice because I only have like 2 of them. These other things I've got like hundreds of. Well, I don't know if I have hundreds of like Lego cats, but I've at least got like 20, which is a lot. So if I just made a single Lego cat dice, it would be okay. I wouldn't miss it too much. I'm like thinking like, what other really small little Lego food? Putting Lego food in a dice. Oh, that'd be so fun. I could put like a Lego pizza or a Lego apple or a Lego banana. I could put so many cool, weird Lego foods, or just like random things like Lego cups. That would be just so chaotic and fun. Stormtrooper helmet. Ooh. See, I've got so many different like random things like that. I definitely have at least a couple Stormtrooper helmets. I also have some like off-brand fake Lego, like Star Wars helmets and stuff. That'd be super cool. I can make like all kinds of like themed dice, or I could like start buying Lego minifigures that like, you know, have like certain like hats or things that are super like iconic or noticeable, and just like put them in dice. That would be so much fun. I love Legos, and an excuse to buy Legos would be amazing. Though I wouldn't really be able to market it like using the name Legos because there'd be copyright issue stuff, but I'm sure I could figure out some way to make it work because that would be so much fun. I could just use fake knockoff Legos and then it'd be fine. I'd be like, brick dice. They have buildable toy bricks in them. I'm sure you know what those are. A whole skull head with resin. So I would have to have a mold for it. And as I mentioned, resin molds get really expensive. Oh, you know what? Another really, really cool thing that you can get though. You can get resin molds for like keyboard caps. So like you see people that make like custom keyboard caps. I honestly do not know how people get like the caps off. But I could get I can make custom keyboard like keycaps out of resin if I bought a mold, but it costs probably like $30 to just get the mold, and that would probably be like $20 worth of resin, and it'd be super expensive, but it'd be so cool if I can make custom like caps for my keyboard. That's another really cool thing you can do with resin. so many great options. But yeah, right now I only have molds for dice. Once I kind of start actually selling some stuff and getting some money that I can use to buy more molds, yes, time for a keyboard project. I really am super excited to eventually branch out into more resin stuff. But yeah, at the moment I only have the molds for the dice, but I'm like, oh, I gotta get those keycap molds. I'm so excited. There's so many fun things you can do with resin, so it makes me so stoked that I decided to get into it, because now, you know, I can start learning how to make all those different things, even though it is quite the struggle of a process, and it's one of those activities that spending more on it will really make a difference in how affordable, and not how affordable, and how easy and convenient it is. Because like I said, I could buy those dice molds that are $100, and that would work so well. It would get rid of a lot of the issues that I have with the current molds. But That's a lot of money, so I don't want to spend that much money, because the set of molds that I got was about $20 for 10 to 20 different sized dice molds. But if I wanted a set of like 7 of these high class dice molds, it cost me a solid, like, you know, $100. So yeah, that would be a lot of money, but you know, if I kind of start doing enough with the resin and selling more stuff, I can definitely work on, you know, upgrading my supplies and whatnot, and doing all kinds of super cool stuff. But for now, I will just keep brainstorming things to put in dice, and then put them in dice. Ooh, Lego sword in dice. That would be cool. I feel like I could probably fit a Lego sword in one of these big, thick dice. That'd be so cool. I love swords, so that would be really fun. I like this idea to put Legos in dice, but I still need even more ideas. Like, what other little things do I have that I could put inside dice? Because, you know, they do have to be quite small to fit in the dice, but I'm sure I've got more weird little small things I could put in dice. I own so many weird little things. I love just all kinds of, like, super random stuff that you can just use to create things. Like, I'm one of those people that if you needed receipt paper, you better believe that I have receipt paper in one of my weird boxes of stuff. Like, legitimately, I own receipt paper. Do I use it? Not very often, but I do sometimes use it, and it's a lot of fun, and it's just so random. But yeah, so I've got all kinds of really weird stuff. I also have, like, supplies to make, like, wax seals for, like, envelopes. They're so cool, and, like, I don't want to use them all up, but at the same time, I don't even, like, send that many people letters. But whatever I do, now I can use wax seals. It's good having you. Sleep well. But yeah, so I got a bunch of that stuff. I've got a really fancy, like, vintage backgammon, like, suitcase set thing. Really neat. I've never played backgammon before, but I own that. It just kind of chills. Wax! Yes! Like, wax seals on envelopes. It's a really fun little set. I've only used it a couple times, but it's so fun because you can, like, take, like, different colors of wax and, like, semi-mix them together. It makes it so pretty. And then I think the, like, stamp seal that I have is, like, a rose or something like that. I only have, like, one. But you can buy a lot of different, like, you know, stamps for it to make different shapes. Like, letters, trees, a lot of different types of plants. And some different animals, and a bunch of just random stuff like that. But it's fun. It's pretty cool. Just don't always have a ton of reasons to use it, but I'm sure eventually I will come up with something to do with it. Maybe I'll start, you know, just one day when I just have money to just throw away, I'll use them for, like, all my TCG player orders. I will, like, seal them with this wax seal, and people will get their TCG player their, like, envelopes and be like, bro, what is this? Why is it so fancy? And then they'll open it up and they're just like, oh, with my TCG player order? What is this? Just, like, chaotic, but fun. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just completely unnecessary, but delightful nonetheless. Alright, I'm gonna check orders again real quick. We haven't gotten any tonight, I don't think, so I might just wrap up now and work on probably dice and TCG player orders. It's definitely been a bit slow tonight, but hopefully tomorrow will be fun since we'll also have more ghosts from the past, and it should be pretty exciting. Kind of sad we didn't get to do too much tonight, but that's alright. Everybody just must be tired on Tuesday. Which, I mean, I am tired on Tuesday, so I completely understand if other people are exhausted too. Fancy mail. Yes, unnecessarily fancy mail. Whenever I feel like it. It's great. I love it. Just, it's fun. One day I'll have to do some kind of, like, video or something to show off my wax seal kit. Because, like, it's pretty fun. And I have the little candle that like I have for it. I've got like a little set of like those tea candles, so they're just the little, you know, itty bitty ones, and I think they're like green apple scented. So random. Can you make the dice hollow? No, I can't do that. I don't have any way to, because when I fill the mold, it's, you know, the stuff is liquid, so it just pools in the bottom. I mean, I could try to somehow just like, I guess the only way that I might be able to make it hollow inside would be if I did like one head at a time. So, you know, have my mold, the molds only have an opening in the top. So I could like pour just a little bit in for, you know, the little bottom area, let that dry, and then turn it sideways, and then I just have to dump it in sideways and do that for each side. It'd be a little bit messy doing these top sides though. That would be my concern, that it wouldn't work because of that. But then I guess I could like, you know, put some in, put the lid on, and then flip it upside down. I would have to experiment with that. It would take significantly longer, so I would definitely charge a lot more to make hollow dice. But I'd say it's not 100% impossible, but it would be a lot of work. And see, the thing is the resin takes about 48 hours to set. So if you wanted a 12-sided dice that was hollow, you would need 12 times 48 hours. You'd have to wait that long at the bare minimum to get that dice done. Cause let me check this out. So 12 times 48, 576 hours. If we divide that by 24, that's, oh, exactly 24 days. So if you want a hollow dice, it will take at least a month basically to complete it. So yeah, I probably could, but it would take a good month probably to make, because yeah, 24 days at the least. But I can't work on dice every day. Sometimes I have to leave them for like a few days, plus that's not even counting the time that I'm actually spending in between sides drying working on the next one. So yeah, that'd definitely be a lot of work, but it is technically probably not impossible. It would just take a month and a lot of work. But yeah, it could be done. Eventually, maybe once I learn more about like different ways that you can do stuff, who knows, possibly. But in terms of, I think the only hollow dice that I've ever like come across before have been ones that they're not like fancy, nice quality dice. They're basically just like two little like plastic half squares. So, you know, it'd be like half of this, just like the bottom half, and then a top half, and they just have like little like latches kind of stuck together. They were like, for this, at like school we had them, and they were hollow, but they had like a mini dice inside, so that you could like roll both of them and it would be randomized. But they were super cheap and not very nice, but for some reason math teachers really love those things. I don't make super cheap plastic junk though, so if I were to make a hollow dice, it would be quite the process. It would be kind of interesting though, just like through that. It would also definitely most likely end up somewhat weighted on certain sides, because it'd be really hard to get the exact same amount of resin for each side. But yeah, so there would be all the complications of making a hollow dice. Anyways, I'm gonna check orders again, just like one more time, but I think I'm gonna call it a night. Doesn't look like we'll be getting any orders. But yeah, anybody that is interested in custom ordering some dice, or just, you know, I'm probably gonna make a lot of like different like cute little fruit dice like this, and I'll sell those as like pre-made ones most likely. so that I can have some cool things that you don't have to custom order and wait. Like, I mean, like, typically custom orders, depending on how specific it is, could take me, you know, for regular ones up to like a week to 2 weeks, or for special ones like Holo Dice, a month. Because the waiting time for the drawing is honestly really brutal. Like, it's rough. And if you don't wait long enough, it will be squishy and weird and messed up. And also, if you don't measure things correctly, they will also be squishy. Like this dice, it's not as bad as it was, but when I first like had it done for a little bit, like you could like squeeze the side and like see it, but you can't notice it as much. Yes, I do plan on finding some kind of small figurines that I can put in the dice. That was why I was kind of, you know, talking about possibly putting like Lego pieces inside, but I'd have to buy little figurines and things. But I definitely at some point want to get some like little plastic rubber duckies to put in there, because that would just be so fun. So I definitely plan on doing a lot of cool stuff with that, but it's just, you know, a process of slowly figuring out how to best do things, and it's, yeah, there's a lot to it. Ooh, you know, actually, so maybe a potential way to do like a semi-hollow dice. I would need some kind of like polyhedron type shaped thing that was already hollow inside. I don't know what I would get, but something. Then all I would have to do is, you know, do the bottom like little bit of the dice, and then after that it's set up and dried, I could place the thing inside of the mold and then fill up the rest of the area around it. I guess that's the kind of way that I can make a semi hollow dice, but it wouldn't be equally hollow, so it would be very much weighted on like the sides and probably part of the top, because chances would be that whatever hollow object I could put inside would not be the same shape as the dice. But you know, that'd be one way to do something that's somewhat hollow. But anyways, I do think I really will be ending. Let me just check one last time in case we've got a surprise last second order. It's kind of weird when we don't get any orders, like, it just feels strange. But yeah, it looks like none for tonight, but like I said, I will be back tomorrow. We got Ghosts from the Past, and it should be lots of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.